Hey everyone, welcome to Front of the Eps. I'm Minty, and this is episode 11 of the Battleship Brawl Season 6 tournament. This episode, we've got the Cram paper by Sean Reed. As our first contestant, we're going to take a quick overview look at. Called the Cram paper. Cram paper Doom, it says on it. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's armed with 2 crams, and that's it. Really wish I was actually on the thing so my camera would move with it. That'd make my day a little bit easier. There we go. So yeah, 24-second reload, 2,000mm crams with 154,000 kinetic, 202,000 explosive, 70,000 fragment damage. There are torps too? Okay. Smirnoff. Smirnoff does not like the look of these crams. Alright, where are these torpedoes at? Ah, here we go. Also armed with some HE large torpedoes. He's got a shield, a ring shield on the bottom. Just out in the open. And yeah, the front of this is it's paper. It's a big, bulky ship with lots of wood, reinforced wood, and air. We'll take a quick look. So yeah, 137 in missile, 449 in crams. Did it hit the size limits? Let's see. Not quite. 253 by 81. Right, exactly 500,000 materials. Alright, that's the Cram paper by Sean Reed 343. Its opponent today is going to be the Schiff by Spearnov, which I'm sure means something, but I have no idea what it is. It's going to be the Schiff from here on out. Just slap it anywhere. It's going to die anyways, right? Which has a lot of spaced armor, we'll call it. Apron battleship. Well, that's fitting for if that's what it actually means. That's quite fitting. Given all these skirts. But anyway, for the weapons, we've got 500mm, 9 RPM, hollow point HE shells. We've got 3 of them right here. Then we've got another Doom Cram, 158,000 kinetic, 199,000 fragment damage. Oh, that's fragment damage. Oh my. Almost 200k fragments. Those fragments are going to just chew things up. Yep, there's another one back here. What the hell, man, Frisbee says. Oh, wow, there's 3 of those things. This one's explosive, though. 241,000 explosive damage. So yeah, it looks like it only has that one APS turret in the front. The rest are crams. Let's see. Not quite 500,000, but close enough. 68.48 in APS, 304.53 in Cram. 64.6% armor cost. Yeah, it's 300 meters long, exactly. Challenge accepted. Oh, jeez. Alright. So, that's the Schiff by Smirnov. Right, before I go there, let's go ahead and get the prediction started. We've got the paper or the Schiff. Start prediction. You've got 1 minute to bet your materials on it, on which one you think's gonna win. In the meantime, while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna load in our second battle for the day. Even though this is a separate episode on YouTube, yes, I do 2 battles per stream. Oh no, it's 0.5 materials. Yeah, I'm not gonna donk you for that because you can't see that. As we saw in the V menu, you can't see that 0.5. So that one that's one of the things I let slide. All right. .5 materials. DQ! You're right. Yeah, nah. Now, if you could see that 0.5 in the V menu, I would hold that against you, but you can't, so I'm not gonna penalize you for that. 50-50 on the predictions. It's gonna be an interesting fight. Let's see how it goes. As long as we don't have any ramming, it should run pretty smoothly, I would think. There are those torpedoes. Massive fragment damage, all that confetti coming off the Cram paper. Pretty much equal in HP, but the torpedoes haven't landed yet. Torpedo hits give Cram paper the lead after the first initial volleys. But the Schiff hasn't gotten its rear turrets into the game yet. Ooh. Schiff getting big holes blown in the front of it there. You need to turn and get those rear guns on target. Like, come on. What are you doing? You're getting hammered. What is this? This gun's just saluting. Oh, that shell got deep. Oh, I think it may have just taken out a gun. What is that gun doing? What? I thought it took out a gun, but then I don't know what that gun is doing. It's just saluting. It's trying to mortar. Cram paper ahead in HP. Those torpedoes all are about to land on the stern of the Schiff. A bunch of them went to the skirts, which aren't going to do a whole lot. Did blow off a big chunk of the skirt, though. Oh. Big damage. We see some exposed Cram parts there. I'm not sure if the gun actually took any damage or not, though. Cram paper getting DQ time. Schiff getting DQ time. Cram paper has made the turn. Schiff is struggling to do it. Is she going to make it in time? 27, 28, 29, 29. Oh, man, just barely got there. Just barely got in range in time. All that ablative armor in the front of the Cram paper doing it well right now. The Schiff is pretty banged up. The Cram paper isn't looking great either. Yeah, this turret's disabled. I think this turret's disabled. I think all the Cram turrets may be disabled on the Schiff. All that's left of the is the APS up front. Oh, and there goes the APS turret. I think the Schiff is disabled. Yeah, she's done. Front one fired. Did it really? Well, I'll give it the minute. Is she AI dead? I don't see the indicator for it, but the gun stopped aiming. Alright. Yeah, it's been a minute at this point. So that is the end of round one. 84.3, whoop, 84.3 for the Cram paper, and a 0 for the Schiff, which probably would have ended up being despawned before time ran out anyway. So All we're doing is saving ourselves about 3 minutes. We're going into round 2, BRM. We just finished round 1. All right. Round 2. Underway as soon as the game decides that it's good to go. All right. Massive holes blown in the ship. Again, Schiff needs to turn and bring its rear guns to bear. It's just sailing straight. Some slowdown because they got a little bit close there. Oh wow, yeah, the bow of the Schiff is just obliterated. See, if that were angled frag, like a frag cone instead of 180-degree frag, that could have gotten in on that turret. Sort of like how the frag on the Cram paper is. Because these things don't seem to be penetrating far enough to really make use of the 180-degree frag. The guns on the Schiff, that is. Yeah, that shell that got in here got in deep. the stuttering is back. Looks like those two cram cannons right there on the screen, the front on the left and right, are still functional. This gun took a hit, but it looks like the armor absorbed all the damage. Oh, is it going to absorb all that damage, though? No. The answer is no. That stuttering is really annoying. Doom Cram versus Thump Missiles, right? Ooh, big chunk of skirt blown off there. And that loss of buoyancy is not doing the Schiff any good. She might go under here. Yep, she's got 80% sinking going on. And there we go. That's the end of round 2. With an 84.7 to 0. Alright, here we go. As soon as the game thinks it's alright to do so, we'll get round 3 underway. Oh, that first shell just immediately popping the turret cap of the APS gun. Oh, not just the turret cap. It blew up the whole gun. Thump Cram warheads. Oof, looks like this turret may have been blown out as well. Yep. That turret is done. Didn't even get a chance to fire a shot. Railgun crams. Do we really need that? We need these two to not ram. Oh, just barely missed. Heat Cram. Oh god. Yeah, and there's the downside of skirt armor like that. It does great at protecting you against like kinetics and such, especially when it's sloped. But it kind of gets blown apart by HE. Spicy crams are something we really don't need. With how much damage the cram shells can do, like just putting a narrow cone frag shell is basically a heat shell. Screaming internally. About what, Pyrotech? Ooh, that got deep. That may have taken out that turret. I think this turret is disabled. Yep, I think the rear turret on the cram paper is disabled. It's a bit too little too late, though. Yes, exactly, Nova Galaxy. Did the rear gun fire? Oh, yeah. It must have an individual local weapon controller, and the one on the turret got taken out. I'm a casemate now, yeah. Oh, I think the Schiff is getting 80% sinking. Yep. Is this barrel still attached? Yep, it's trying to mortar. Too bad, because 80% sinking is about to destroy it. And there we go. That's the end of round 3. All right. 88.6 to 0. So the Cram paper takes it. Nom nom prediction match. Yep, another shutout today. But both of them were at least interesting to watch, so yeah. That's always good. But Doom Crams are seeming really strong now, but I can tell you right now there are a couple entries that they're not gonna perform so well against. Let's put it that way. But we'll see if that happens sometime in the future. For now, that's going to be the end of this episode and the stream, folks. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more ship-on-ship action. Thanks, and later.